Hello, my rebels. Welcome back to the channel. Did you all know that 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck? That's a truly spooky fact. And no, I know what y'all are thinking. This isn't a personal finance doom and gloom story. But what if I told you that some of the money habits you're practicing every single day are actually keeping you broke? And if you don't stop them, you're not just hurting your bank account. You're literally making yourself poorer by the minute. Listen closely to your girl. You should not be a brokey in 2025. If you're like most people, you probably don't even realize the tiny little habits that are sabotaging your financial future. But today, we're going to change all that. The average American household has over $90,000 in debt. And the craziest part? A lot of it could have been avoided if they just changed some of these habits. You ready to level up? By the end of this video, you'll be wondering how you ever let these habits control your life. First up, living beyond your means. You guys, living beyond your means is when you're spending more money than you actually earn, and it's one of the most destructive financial habits you can have. It's easy to get caught up in the cycle of keeping up with the Joneses. You see people on social media buying expensive things, going on lavish vacations, and suddenly you feel the pressure to do the same. However, this lifestyle is unsustainable in the long run, and it leads to more debt. Whether it's buying a flashy new car, upgrading your phone every year, or spending on designer clothes, living beyond your means can keep you locked in financial struggle. The real issue is that people often don't realize how much damage small splurges can do. A couple $100 here and there adds up fast. At first, it feels great to buy the new things, but when that credit card bill hits, reality sets in. And worse, if you're relying on credit to fund this lifestyle, you're basically robbing your future self just to look good now. Take Jamal, for example. He's that guy you know who always brags about his new car, the flashy clothes, and all the cool things he has. But here's the kicker. He's drowning in credit card debt and doesn't even know how much his monthly bills are. He's spending money he doesn't have on things he doesn't need, just to look good in front of people who don't even care. Sound familiar? The crazy thing is, Jamal could have used that money to save or invest, building his wealth instead of maintaining a facade. Pause. Imagine if instead of buying that new hoodie you don't need, you invested that money. Imagine what would happen if you shifted your focus from impressing people to actually building wealth. Let that sink in for a second. Avoiding your financial reality is when you actively ignore your bank balance, bills, and debt. This is a defense mechanism for many, because facing your financial problems can be overwhelming and anxiety-inducing. People tend to avoid thinking about money because it brings up fear, guilt, or shame. The reality is, ignoring your finances doesn't make them go away. It only makes the problem bigger. Over time, missed payments, hidden debts, and untracked spending can snowball into a crisis. The danger with avoiding the truth is that it prevents you from taking action. The longer you procrastinate facing your financial situation, the worse it gets. And if you don't act quickly, you'll find yourself trapped in a cycle where you feel like you'll never get out. Meet Sarah. She's an expert at ignoring her bank balance. Each month, she's shocked by how much she owes, but the thought of facing it makes her want to cry. Instead of confronting her financial reality, she spends her time shopping online, trying to drown out the anxiety with material stuff. But in the end, she just buries herself deeper. The truth is, facing your financial reality is one of the most empowering things you can do. Once you acknowledge where you are, you can start planning your escape route. But what if I told you that facing your financial reality could be the game changer you need? What if acknowledging where you are right now could give you the power to turn everything around? Keep watching, because we're going to get into that. A lot of people are terrified to invest. They think it's too risky, or they believe they don't have enough knowledge. But the truth is, not investing is just as risky, if not riskier. By not investing your money, you're losing out on opportunities for growth. Inflation alone causes your cash to lose value over time. If you keep all your savings in a regular bank account, you're just treading water. But when you invest in things like stocks, bonds, real estate, or even starting your own business, your money has the potential to grow exponentially. The longer you wait to start, the harder it is to catch up. Take Giselle, for example. She had $5,000 sitting in her savings account for a year, doing nothing but losing value to inflation. Her cousin, on the other hand, took a chance and invested in stocks. Now, Jessica is still in the same spot, while her cousin's portfolio has grown by 20%. Jessica could have taken that $5,000 and invested it, but her fear of losing money kept her from taking action. It's like holding on to a pile of cash that's shrinking every year while your money could be working for you. Come on, we all know your savings account is not the best place for growth. What if you took that first step, no matter how small, and got your money working for you instead of against you? It doesn't have to be scary. You can start small. Okay, y'all, let's talk about budgeting. Without a budget, you're essentially letting your money slip through your fingers. It's like trying to fill a leaky bucket. You're putting money in, but it's constantly draining out without you even realizing. Budgeting is not just about tracking where every penny goes. It's about taking control and being intentional with your finances. A budget helps you allocate your money to savings, investments, and necessary expenses while ensuring you're not overspending on wants that don't serve your future goals. Remember Chris? He's a guy who always says, "I don't need a budget. I just know what I'm doing." He goes out, buys the newest tech gadgets, eats out every night, and then boom, he has no idea why he's running out of money. That's the power of a budget. It keeps you from blowing your cash on unnecessary stuff. Budgeting might seem tedious at first, but once you get into the groove, it becomes second nature. It's the single most important habit for achieving financial freedom. Procrastination, especially on big financial decisions, is a silent killer. If you're putting off things like paying off debt, planning for retirement, or switching to a better paying job, you're essentially hurting your future self. Time is a resource you can't get back, and the longer you wait to make smart financial decisions, the more it costs you. Every day that goes by without addressing your financial situation is one more day of lost opportunity. Take Luke, who kept putting off paying down his student loans. He kept thinking, "I'll pay it off next year," but years went by. Now, his debt is way higher than it was when he first started. A truth is, the longer you put off your financial decisions, the harder they get to tackle. Small actions today could have huge impacts on your future. But here's the thing. The sooner you take action, the less damage procrastination will do.